How's it going, guys? Jake here with another video. This video I'm going to talk about starting out bikes. I personally started out on a Ninja 250. Like I stated, my grandfather bought me that for my first bike. It's good to start out on a beginner bike just because you can learn the street. They're more forgiving, you know. Throughout the whole RPM range, it's nice and smooth. You know, something like this. You know, this is a 600. And then 1000 got even more crazy. The difference is starting out on 250. You could go on the highway. I recommend getting a bigger rear tire because on the highway, since they're so light, they like to wobble like this a little bit. The difference is when you get on the throttle on a 250, it's only going to get there so fast. You know, that bike topped out at about, I want to say, mine how I had it set up, it topped out at, I want to say 90, 97 if I was by myself. Guys giving a thumbs up to the video. So where was I saying? This bike will do almost 80 miles an hour how I got it set up in first gear. So first gear I'm doing what that bike does in fifth gear tap. So this bike will get there in a fraction of the time. And if you don't know how to respect the bike, you can get hurt. You will get hurt. You know, everybody says, oh, I've ridden bikes, this and that. Dirt bikes, quads, yeah, they're good to start out on to get the basic of riding, leaning. You know, when I race dirt bikes, I rarely use my front brake. You know, because everybody says, oh, your front brake, you apply it wrong, you're going to go over the handlebars. That's true. On my street bike, I barely use my rear brake. I use my front brake 90% of the time. You know, I only use my rear brake if I'm going to go to a skid stop, you know, if I want to leave a little tire mark on the ground, or if I got to do a panic stop where I'm stopping quick. This bike has a tremendous amount of stopping power, nice and gentle and comes to a stop perfectly. I can't say nothing bad about the 600 other than learning on a smaller bike. This bike weighs a little bit more. You know, the suspension's different. Everything's totally set up differently. You know, could I have started out on a 600? Yeah. I probably would have killed myself because I would not have respected the bike. I would not have respected the bike at 16 years old. I started riding street when I was 16. 16-year-old gets a 600. First thing I'm thinking is flooring it. And unfortunately, that's when people get hurt. You're going to get hurt if you don't respect the bike. So I would all day recommend starting out on a little bike, male, female, you know, just because you don't want to hurt yourself. And fortunately enough, all my bikes I always bought new. I always recommend doing that because people say, oh, I'm going to buy used, I don't care about the bike, this and that. You know, if I drop it, it's not going to make a big deal. Buy frame sliders if you're going to buy a first bike and not know how to ride and scared of dropping it. Frame sliders. Why? Why don't buy used bikes? You don't know what that person did to that bike. You don't know if that bike's going to blow up on you. You don't know how well it was maintained. You buy a bike brand new, you know everything that's been done to that bike. You know exactly how that bike's been ridden. You know it's been dropped. Someone could drop a bike, buy a new barn for 30 bucks, get a new mirror for mirror brakes, put some stickers over the fairings, or if the fairings get too badly damaged, go on eBay and get a new set for $500. Now you got a bike that's been abused. You don't know if they stripped that bike down, stunted it for a couple of years, put it back to stock, so the plastics are all good. They don't have no holes in it because they made it a street fighter. Just had a naked bike with crash cage around it. And now you're riding a bike that's been abused and it might not last you. You don't know if the valve adjustments were done. You don't know a lot of things. Tires could look good, but you don't know the in-depth damage to the bike. And a lot of people get used bikes. You know, I would buy a used bike maybe if it had under 1,000 miles on it. They bought the bike, didn't really like it, or bought the bike and then lost the job and couldn't afford it. You know, there's scenarios for every situation, but for the most part, I would not recommend buying a used bike for those reasons. You know, now I seen the Ninja came out with a 400. Perfect. Now got a little bit of get up and go. Still probably a lot forgiving. So those are my thoughts on why you should start out on a beginner bike and why I would not recommend buying used. I mean, obviously you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You know, everybody has their own different opinions and their own thoughts. You know, money could be tight. Maybe you can't afford a new bike. Maybe your credit's not that well. You know, which is all understandable. But just keep in mind, anything can happen when you buy a used bike. They're as a sales use. I don't want to see people get burned, which we know happens all the time. Craigslist is known for that. I traded in a beautiful 488 EX for a piece of shit boat. I drove to New York to get it. Worst mistake of my life. I got rid of a beautiful quad. The boat looked nice until you put it in the water and it didn't run. But that's a whole another story for a different day. That's just comparison to what can happen when you buy used, which everybody knows the risk and assumes the risk when they buy used. In my opinion, it's always better to buy new if you can, even if it's a beginner bike, because those little bikes will hold their value. Use it for a year, learn the street. If you don't drop it, if it stays in decent condition, you know, you could do a private sale for probably $3,000. Keep your stock parts, make the bike stock again, because then you could sell the parts online. Go to a bike forum. No one else is gonna buy a new bike, or might have bought a new bike, and that's how you could recoup some of your money for your mods. No, there's little tricks to everything. I got all my stock parts for this bike in my garage. Or you could be like, with the mods, I want $3,500 because the mods alone are worth more than that. or I'll do 3,000 for it stock. So you're taking a little bit of a loss, but not too much. And that way everybody's happy. Everybody's happy and everybody has decent. Everybody's happy and everybody has a decent time. Of course the cops would be behind me. Wonder if that's moss or not. I'm not gonna do it right on red here just because the traffic. I'm not trying to get hit. People are gonna start walking and yeah, it could get nasty. Maybe I'll get a green light then before the crosswalk goes. That'll be nice. Enjoyed this video. Hopefully this helped you guys determine, for you guys starting out, before you buy a bike. Also, you can check out the video that I recorded on the ride out there, was modifications. So that way when you get your new bike, you could watch the modification video and I'll see what I would recommend you guys getting for your top 5 first mods. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more videos. If you're watching this video, I'm probably going to end up shooting one more if Justin comes riding later, or if Chris goes riding later. I'm probably going to go do a group ride if possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned for the next one with the ride from later on, hopefully.